This is a complete start-to-finish tutorial for launching one specific online business, an AI-assisted personal branding studio for independent consultants. The offer is simple. You help consultants look credible online, publish useful content every week, and turn that content into booked sales conversations. You sell two things. First, a digital starter kit with positioning worksheets, content templates, and a 90-day posting calendar. Second, a done-for-you monthly retainer where you research, write, design, schedule, and report results. I am going to walk through every messy part of this, including the work people skip, the money you actually need, the tools that matter, what you should give to AI, and who you must hire as a human. Start with the niche, not the logo. Independent consultants are a good first market because they already charge high fees, they already know they need visibility, and they will pay for time saved. Narrow further. Do not say you help every consultant on earth. Pick one lane, such as B2B operations consultants, fractional CFOs, or cybersecurity advisors. The tighter the lane, the easier the research, the ads, the case studies, and the hiring. Your first job is proof that strangers will pay. Talk to 20 people in that lane. Ask what they already tried, what failed, what they wish someone else would just handle, and what they would pay monthly if the work disappeared from their calendar. If 10 of them describe the same pain, you have a market. If nobody will take a call, change the niche before you buy a domain. Validate with money, not compliments. Before you build a full brand, sell a manual version of the service to 3 people. Charge a real fee, even if it is discounted. Deliver the work yourself. If you cannot sell 3 packages with DMs, referrals, and a simple landing page, the polished website will not save you. This is the first nuance founders ignore. A pretty brand on an unproven offer is just expensive procrastination. Once 3 people have paid, lock the offer. The digital starter kit should be a clear product with a price, a promise, and a delivery method. Think $300 to $700 for a kit that a consultant can use alone. The retainer should be a clear monthly package. Think $1,500 to $4,000 a month, depending on how many platforms you cover and whether you join sales calls. Write what is included and, just as important, what is not. Revisions, extra platforms, personal filming, and emergency posts should be extras. Vague scope is how a one-person studio dies. Now the legal and money plumbing, which is unglamorous and non-negotiable. Choose a structure with an accountant, not a Twitter thread. In many places, a single-member limited company or LLC is enough at the start. Register the business, get a tax number, and open a dedicated business bank account. Do not mix rent and client payments in your personal account. Get a simple bookkeeping system from day one. You will need invoices, sales tax, or VAT rules for your country, a basic contract, a privacy policy, and a way to collect payment. Use a written service agreement that covers payment timing, revision limits, late fees, intellectual property, testimonials, and cancellation. If you sell to clients in other countries, ask an accountant how digital products and services are taxed. This one conversation prevents ugly surprises 6 months later. Capital is smaller than people think and larger than the "I started with zero" posts pretend. Here is a realistic first-year cash plan for this studio, assuming you already have a laptop and internet. Legal and accounting setup, $300 to $1,500. Domain, email, and basic website, $100 to $400. Design assets and a usable visual system, $200 to $800 if you do not hire a brand studio. Software stack for 12 months, $600 to $2,000. Payment processing will take a cut of every sale, usually around 3%, so treat that as a cost of revenue, not a surprise. Ads for tests, $500 to $2,000, only after you can close a sale on calls. Emergency cash, 2 to 3 months of your personal living costs, because a studio that cannot survive a slow month will discount itself to death. Add it up. Many people can start the manual version for under $2,000 in tools and setup. The real capital is time plus living expenses. If you need the business to replace a salary in 90 days, you need either savings, a part-time job, or a first client already waiting. Tools should stay boring and few. For money, Stripe or PayPal, plus an invoicing and bookkeeping tool such as Wave, QuickBooks, or the accounting tool your bookkeeper already uses. For contracts and proposals, a simple e-sign tool and a reusable proposal template. For the website, Card, Framer, or WordPress is enough. Do not start with a custom app. For project delivery, Notion or a similar workspace for client portals, plus Google Drive or Dropbox for files. For content, one research browser, one writing environment, one design tool such as Canva or Figma, and one scheduler such as Buffer, Late, or native platform tools. For calls, Zoom or Google Meet and a calendar booking link. For email, Google Workspace or Microsoft 365 on your own domain. For CRM, a spreadsheet is fine until you have more than 20 active conversations. Then move to a lightweight CRM. For AI, one strong writing model, one transcription tool, and one image tool. That is the whole starter stack. More tools will not create more clients. Here is what you can safely delegate to AI and what you must not. AI is excellent at first drafts, research summaries, headline variations, content calendars, competitive scans, FAQ pages, SOP first drafts, invoice reminders, meeting notes, and turning a long interview into 10 post ideas. AI can also help you write outreach that you then edit in your own voice. AI is weak at choosing the niche, pricing, negotiation, noticing that a client is unhappy, giving strategic advice that could damage someone's reputation, and deciding what is true. Never let AI publish client content without a human pass. Never let AI invent case studies, metrics, or testimonials. Never let AI send legal, tax, or financial advice as if it were final. Never paste confidential client strategy into a random public tool. If a client would be angry to see the raw text online, it does not go into an untrusted model. Build a clear AI workflow so the studio does not become a sloppy content farm. Step 1. Collect source material from the client, such as a 60-minute interview, past decks, and 3 competitors they respect. Step 2. Transcribe and extract claims, stories, and offers. Step 3. Have AI draft a week of posts and a newsletter in the client's tone. Step 4. A human editor checks facts, sharpness, and risk. Step 5. A designer or a trained operator places the words on brand visuals. Step 6. A human schedules and reports. That loop is the product. AI reduces the hours. Humans keep the quality and the relationship. Now the people. At the very beginning, you are the salesperson, the operator, and the editor. That is normal for the first 3 clients. Do not hire a team because a YouTube video said a CEO should only do vision. You do not have a company yet. You have a craft. The first human you may need is not an employee. It is an accountant or bookkeeper on a monthly fee, a lawyer for a contract template, and maybe a designer for a one-time brand kit. Those are specialists you rent, not a payroll. When retained work becomes more than you can edit in the evenings, hire in this order. First, a content editor or ghostwriter who can take AI drafts and make them sound like a specific consultant, not like a generic thought leadership bot. This person needs judgment, not just typing speed. Second, a content operator who can format, schedule, pull analytics, and keep the Notion board honest. This is often a part-time virtual assistant with ruthless organization. Third, a closer or appointment setter only if your inbound and outreach volume is already there and you are the bottleneck on sales calls. Hiring a salesperson before you have a repeatable close is how studios burn cash. Fourth, a designer if visual quality is part of the promise and Canva templates are no longer enough. Fifth, a part-time video editor if you add short-form clips from client interviews. Do not hire a full-time CMO, a fancy office manager, or a developer to build a platform. Those roles arrive after revenue is boringly consistent. How to hire without wrecking culture or quality. Write a scorecard before you post the job. Define the outcome, the weekly hours, the tools, the paid test, and the rate. For an editor, pay for a paid test using a real anonymized interview, not an unpaid sample. For an operator, give them a messy folder and ask them to build the weekly workflow. Hire contractors first, in the same time zone overlap you actually need. Put every recurring task into a written SOP the week you hire, not 6 months later. Pay on time. Give one person one owner outcome. If 2 people own quality, nobody owns quality. A realistic hiring budget after you have 3 to 5 retainers. Bookkeeper $200 to $400 a month. Editor $800 to $2,500 a month, depending on volume. Operator $500 to $1,200 a month. Designer per project or a small monthly block. Until those retainers exist, Do the work yourself and buy only the specialist hours you cannot legally or safely fake. Build the assets in a strict order. Week 1. Niche, offer, price, and 20 conversations. Week 2. Contract, invoice setup, and a one-page site with a booking link. Week 3. The digital kit outline and the first 3 chapters or templates, sold as a beta. Week 4. Outreach every weekday. Send useful notes to consultants in your lane. Comment on their posts. Ask for introductions. Do not hide behind ads yet. Month 2. Deliver for paying clients. Record every step and turn those steps into SOPs. Month 3. Package testimonials. Raise the price if demand is real, and only then consider a small ad test to a landing page that books a call. This sequence matters. Ads on an improving close rate are a donation to the ad platform. Sales is a system, not a personality. Your site should say who it is for, the outcome, the proof, the price range, and the next step. The next step is a 15 or 30-minute call, not a vague contact form. On the call, diagnose before you pitch. Ask how they get clients today, what content they have already tried, what they refuse to do on camera, and what a useful month would look like. Then repeat their goal in your words. Only then present the kit, the retainer, or both. Follow up in writing the same day with the scope and the invoice. Most deals die in silence after a good conversation. Put follow-up on a calendar. Delivery is where reputation is made. Kick off every retainer with a recorded interview and a shared workspace. Show the client the calendar for the month. Deliver the first week fast. Send a short weekly note with what shipped, what performed, and what you recommend next. Do not vanish for 30 days and drop a pile of posts. Consultants buy relief and visibility. They should feel the studio is paying attention. When something underperforms, say so and change the angle. Honesty keeps retainers. Fake vanity metrics get you canceled. Marketing for your own studio should use the same machine you sell. Publish in public about the work. Show anonymized before and after positioning. Teach the mistakes you see. That content attracts better clients than cold ads. Use AI to draft, then edit until it sounds like you. One honest weekly essay plus a few short posts will outperform a complex funnel you never finish. There are nuances that kill otherwise decent studios. Scope creep. A client asks for a website rewrite, a pitch deck, and a podcast, all inside a content retainer. Your contract and your mouth have to say no or yes with a new fee. Platform risk. One social network can reduce reach overnight, so do not build the entire business on rented attention. Keep an email list from the first client onward. Founder bottleneck. If only you can write the final draft, you do not have a studio, you have a job. Train the editor. Underpricing. Charging $500 a month for work that takes 20 hours is a hobby. Track hours for the first 10 clients. Reputation risk. One sloppy post in a client's name can cost them a deal. That is why the human edit is not optional. Legal risk. Do not make income claims you cannot support. Do not use a client's name without permission. Do not scrape and republish other people's work. Cash flow has its own rules. Collect a deposit or the first month before work starts. For the digital kit, deliver after payment. For retainers, bill in advance, not in arrears. Keep a reserve of at least 1 month of contractor costs. Separate taxes into a second account every time money arrives. If a client is late, pause work according to the contract. Working for free while you wait is how studios go broke with a full calendar. A 90-day scoreboard keeps you honest. By day 30, you should have a chosen niche, a written offer, a contract, a payment link, a one-page site, and at least 3 sales conversations a week. By day 60, you should have paid clients or a rewritten offer, SOPs for research, drafting, editing, and reporting, and a simple weekly content habit for your own brand. By day 90, you should know your close rate, your hours per client, your real cost to deliver, and whether the retainer is profitable after tools and tax. If it is not profitable, change price or scope before you hire. That is the whole path. Pick a narrow consulting lane. Sell a kit plus a done-for-you retainer. Prove it with 3 paid clients before you decorate the brand. Set up legal, banking, contracts, and bookkeeping like an adult. Spend capital on setup, tools, a small test budget, and living cost runway, not on a logo animation. Use AI for drafts, research, transcripts, calendars, and first-pass ops documents. Keep humans on taste, truth, sales, and relationships. Hire an accountant early, then an editor, then an operator, then sales help only after the close is repeatable. Use a short tool stack and written SOPs. Bill in advance. Protect scope. Publish your own work in public. If you do those things in order, you do not need a miracle. You need weeks of unglamorous execution, and that is how a real online business starts.